might get cyber smacked for this, but is anyone else ready for fall? Just me? Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Ashley Equipped. My name is Ashley, and I make videos about gun stuff. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you can see all my videos in the future. And with that, today we're going to be talking about the Phlster Enigma, and I'm so excited to talk about this. So if you are interested, just keep watching. I'm ready to go. I got my athletic gear on. We're going to talk about the Phlster Enigma, and I'm ready to run this race. I've had too much caffeine today, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone who's watching this. We're talking about the Phlster Enigma today, and I am so excited. I have been using this for 3 months now, and I was going to do like a first thoughts on it, and I thought, you know what, I better wait, give it some wear and tear, and see if it's actually worth the hype. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go over some information about the Enigma in case you are totally new to it and aren't 100% sure what it is. This is what the Enigma looks like. We have a leg strap and the belt. The Enigma is a product made by Phlster. It is an appendix inside the waistband rig. So I have my handy dandy cheat sheet here. So the Enigma goes for $84.99. Now that does not include the holster. That is very, very important to know. I will put a picture of what it does include, but it does not include the holster. So you will have to go and buy a holster separately, which we will talk about a little later in the video. So it's supposed to fine tune your concealment by adjusting grip tuck and grip rotation. It eliminates muzzle printing and poking. It simplifies your daily routine with the magnetic buckle. That was hard to say. Train safely with a secure retention and stable platform. Draw with confidence. It stays put thanks to the adjustable leg leash. And stay cool and comfortable all day with the low profile, lightweight, minimalistic platform. It is made from an ultra light, high strength woven polymer laminate. I'm probably going to call it plastic in this video because that's just the easiest way to describe it. So just to repeat again, this is an appendix inside the waistband holster. So this is not meant for a hip carry. It's not meant for a behind the back carry. This is strictly appendix. Now you can wear it in the center of your body. You can wear it towards the right side of your body, or you can wear it almost to the left side, kind of like a cross draw. Now a little bit about how it works and what's so special about it. I'm going to pull it out here. So as you can see, as you saw in the picture, and as I will show you right here, what's different and unique about the Enigma is this faceplate. This is where all the magic is, and that's exactly what the Enigma is. So you have 6 holes on each side, 3 on top, 3 on bottom, as you can see here, and I will post a picture about it here. But each of those adjustments where you put your screws, you can see I'm in the top center and bottom right. Put a picture right here for you guys. So each of those adjustments, each of those places you put the screws, that will determine the cant and tilt of your Enigma, which ultimately changes the way it conceals. So my adjustments that I have are not going to be the adjustments that you make. My settings are not going to be your settings, most likely. Now, the settings you start with aren't going to be the settings you end with, most likely. I know one question I had was, where do I start? Where do I place my holes? Because honestly, I was like, I'm going to place them like at the total opposite of what I think I need. So I actually started with the same adjustments as someone who I saw on Instagram who I thought might be the same height and weight as me, just as a place to start. And honestly, I wasn't far away from that. I did make 3 or 4 more adjustments as in I had to move these little screws around. You will not end where you start your adjustments, and that is okay. That is a good thing. It means you are progressing your concealment, and that is the goal for all of us, right? Now, what's different about it? So the thing that's different is when you use holsters. So here's my holster on the back. By the way, my holster is from LAS Concealment. I will put a link in the description box of what holster it is. When you look at a normal holster with a wing and you put it on appendix, the purpose of the wing is to push against the fabric of your belt or the fabric of your jeans or your pants or whatever you're using to ultimately push the firearm into your body. What the Enigma does that's very different is it uses the wing and the faceplate, which is this hard material. the wing pushes against this faceplate, which really shoves that firearm and holster into your body more so than it would with any type of belt that you would wear. As far as holsters, you can't just go on any website and pick out any holster that you see. There are certain specifications that you have to follow for it to be compatible with the Enigma. So mine is from LAS Concealment. It is called the Shogun, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I will list the specifications of the holsters that are compatible, and I will list it on the screen here, I think. A non-light bearing holster. If you are looking for something that is compatible with your firearm that has a light on it, there is a whole separate Enigma called the light bearing Enigma that is on the website. You can find it on their Phlster website. Any holster with a mod wing, a dark wing, or a raven wing, claw/wing attachments that have the standard 5/8 hole spacing. So 5/8 hole spacing is important because you want to be able to screw these little guys in right there. Another couple notes is that the Enigma does not work with sidecar holsters, and I would recommend a holster that covers the entire muzzle of the firearm, like this one here. So I have my cleared Glock 19, and as you can see, it covers the entire muzzle. Now this helps with concealment. If you have a holster that cuts off right here, it tends to be top heavy, where when you are wearing it, it tilts out like this. Just as a general rule of thumb, it does help to have a holster that covers the entire muzzle. Now I'm going to show you how to put it on properly, what it looks like when I put it on, and how to take it off properly. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put on the Enigma properly. As I showed you before, I have my cleared 19. There is nothing in the chamber and no magazine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undo the buckle so that it is completely open. I'm gonna hold it right about where I want it to lie. I'm going to wrap my other arm around, grab the buckle, and buckle it on. Now I am gonna tighten it because I want it a little tighter. So what I do next is I will take the leg leash, go inside to outside. Now I suppose you could go outside to inside, but this is just more comfortable for me, and that is what it looks like. As far as the leg leash, the reason I like going inside to outside is because I find that it will better comfortably sit in this curve of my bikini line, and then it comes up and hits the curve of my butt. And when it hugs those natural curves, it's easier to just forget about it after a while. I want it to sit pretty tight against your body, because this is what keeps the entire Enigma from rising. So again, if you have trouble with the Enigma pulling up when you're drawing, most likely it's linked to the leg leash and you have to look closer at tightening it. Now you may notice when I showed you my holster that I have this little block right here underneath the trigger guard. Now I will put it on again to show you guys. The reason I have that foam block there is because when I was putting together my Enigma, I was having a lot of trouble with my slide printing, and to combat that, I was recommended to put this block or wedge underneath my holster, because as you can see, when I put something underneath that, the slide goes in, which I will show you. It goes in this way. There are things called wedges or teardrop wedges that you can put underneath or behind your Enigma, behind your holster. For example, if I have an outfit where I am just printing way too much underneath the belt, I'm having way too much muzzle printing, I will take this wedge, which happens to be a gel shoe insert, and I will put it right there at the center of my holster. So I'm doing thick side up, because the thick side is pushing this out, therefore the bottom in. Now the problem with that is if I wear a wedge that is pushing the muzzle in, then you can already see this is going to push out. Therefore I'm probably going to have problems with my slide printing, and for that reason I don't really use this. So I am always way more concerned with my slide and grip printing than I am about below the belt. So if I find I'm wearing something that this grip, as you can see, is just sticking out way too much, what I will do is I will move it around based on that outfit. I might move it to the middle and cant it just a little bit. and I always tighten it more, because the tighter you have your belt, the closer in your firearm is going to sit to your body. And what I will do is my body naturally goes out where my pooch is, in where my stomach is, and back out where my ribs are. So it goes out, in, and out. So if you're having trouble with printing, the best tip that I've been given is to figure out where your peaks are and where your valleys are. Now, what I want to do is whatever I'm having trouble concealing, I want that to hit my valley, because that's where it's going to dip in and come back out. So if I'm having trouble with my slide and grip printing, I want to move that to the certain spot where my valley is, where I'm thinnest, because you see what happens is it's going to sit right in that valley. And as you can see, even my grip is very close into my body. So that is just a really good general rule of thumb. Now I'm going to put it on under my clothes so you can actually see what it looks like on underneath, and go over a couple things with that. Here's an outfit that I would most likely wear with the Enigma. Now this is a pretty tight shirt, so I usually go with something looser, like an actual athletic shirt. So this is what it would look like. And there's the Enigma. One thing I did want to address with you guys, so this is what it looks like from my point of view. Yes, my tummy goes out, I told you. One thing I wanted to address that I actually got asked once was if this space is normal. You have your wing right there. This is going to poke out, therefore your pants are kind of going to sit right there. Okay, so now that I've showed you what it looks like on, I'm going to go ahead and go through what I think are the pros and cons of the Enigma, and whether or not I think you should spend the money on the Enigma. So I'm going to start out with the cons, because I hate ending negative. The first con that I would say is the biggest thing for me was how time consuming it was to assemble. It's really not hard to assemble as long as you follow the instructions, but it is time consuming. And when I say time consuming, I mean like I spent 2 hours putting it together, and then another hour, hour and a half to make my adjustments. A couple things that I would recommend is, one, have a drill, because you're going to be screwing in a lot of things. Yeah, I didn't have a drill, so it took me a lot longer to hand screw in all the screws, but that was one of the things that took me the longest. Another con is that it is pretty hard to get your hands on one. Now there is a wait list, and I was on the wait list for like a month or a month and a half. The final con that I have is that it is pretty pricey, at least on my budget. When you consider that it's just the faceplate and the screws and everything that you need, it does not include the holster. It will get pricey once you have to pay for the holster and everything else. So that is but I will say you get what you pay for, and you have to pay more for quality gear. So now the pros. The first pro I have is that they have fantastic customer service. It is not made to order, so when you get that email that the Enigma is in stock, they physically have them in hand. You really don't have anything to lose if you want to try the Enigma. If you are not satisfied, which is very, very rare, to fully dial in your Enigma and not be satisfied, but for the off chance that you are, you do have that satisfaction guarantee. They also give you a lifetime warranty, and they have a first responders discount. The next pro I have is that it is extremely customizable to you and your body, which you really can't find in any holster out there. Based on the adjustments you have, it is so catered to you and your body that it is a one size fits all, but in a very positive way. So like there's a one size fits all for a holster that, like, you know, a 300-pound guy is wearing it, and then there's like 140-pound me wearing it. So one that works for him may not work for me. The next thing, and one of the biggest things about the Enigma, is the concealability of it. The concealability is just unmatched, and it does not compare to any other holster out there. I can wear dresses, I can wear skirts, I can wear athletic shorts, I can wear sweatpants, I can wear pajamas. Like I can wear dresses. I don't know if I said that. I can literally wear anything with the Enigma, whereas if I wanted to wear a sidecar where, yes, it's concealable, I can conceal it and an extra magazine, but I have to wear a belt. If I want to wear one of those clips that like you can clip on leggings, my leggings way down is just, it does not work for me. And the Enigma is just a way better solution in my opinion. The next thing is that it is extremely comfortable, at least for me. Everyone else I've talked to that wears the Enigma says that they wear it for like however long and they just forget that they're even wearing it. I know one of the biggest concerns people have about the Enigma is a leg leash. I want to say If you find the Enigma is uncomfortable, there are ways to combat that. If you haven't tried, I would recommend wearing compression shorts or wearing longer underwear so that the leg leash isn't irritating against your skin, or the Enigma itself isn't irritating against your skin. Now, I will say again, I have sensitive skin and I don't have any problems with it. However, if you do, there are ways to fix that. Don't give up on it. I will say this goes over your underwear and you really just forget about it. I can't speak for any guys, but for the guys I have talked to that wear the Enigma, tell me that they just forget about it after some time. I can speak to the ladies that the Enigma is a fantastic option because you don't have to choose outfits anymore. You don't have to pick and choose what pieces you're gonna wear based on whether or not you want to conceal. And I'm sure that speaks to the guys too. I've seen guys wear full-on suits with this. They wear it underneath their shirt and they can still complete a draw with the Enigma. So it is possible, both girls and guys, you can wear this and conceal comfortably. Another thing I wanted to mention are the resources that are available to you. So if you go to the Phlster website, there is a guide to concealment. I will put a little screen thing of what that looks like. You go to their main page, go to resources. The next resource is the Phlster Concealment Workshop Facebook group. Now, I cannot recommend this group enough to you. It is the only group on Facebook that I'm a part of that is like 100% positive, and the moderators do a really good job of making sure that it's a safe place for everyone to receive the help they need. So if you're having concealment trouble, if you have problem areas that you can't figure out yourself, I highly recommend going into this Facebook group. If you send in a video or a picture of the problem you're having with the Enigma on, they will pick it apart, they'll diagnose your problem, and they will give you a solution like that. All of you guys who have an active lifestyle, this is especially fantastic for you. I know a lot of people who have given this a try, who go hiking, who go to the gym a lot, who like to go for runs and for walks. If you are active, this is a fantastic option for you. Even if you aren't active and you just like wearing all kinds of clothes and not being limited, the Enigma is for you. That is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you already have an Enigma, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know if you already own one. I'm curious to see how many of you actually have one already. And with that, I will let you guys go. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.